Mohamed. Can you please introduce yourself and the Neutral Transmission Malaysia?
Okay, this can be long, can be short, but let me try to be as short as possible. But I started my career at Universiti Malaya. That was in 1980. At that time, that's I discovered the word internet, 1983.
Yeah.
So I was curious. I was very interested to learn about internet because at that time there was no real internet. What motivated me was the communications.
Yes.
Online, what do you call it? Almost instant communications. That time you want to communicate using the telex. You know telex?
What is telex?
You have to go to the business as a telex machine where you type in the message and then you send off. Or telegram. You go to post office.
Yeah.
You tell them what to send, they will type it, they will send. Not the current telegram. So I was interested about the internet from then. Then that's where I start experiment on building my own thing to make it work. What I have is just a theory, a computer code, a program. So I had to translate that into something that can be used by the users. So I continued from them when I moved to MY.NeuTrans 1985. MY.NeuTrans is Malaysian Institute of Microelectronic System. So I continued to expand my experiments on the internet and then start taking the users in. So that was developed until 1992 when we created the first internet service provider in Malaysia. Yeah. That was called Jaring, Jaring. So that was 1992. So I was running the internet services until 2010.
Yeah, it's quite a long journey.
So based on that experience, I have a lot of difficulties to run the business. So when I retired in 2010, I worked to get a new company started. My philosophy is very simple. I want to have a company that separate the wholesale and retail.
Yes.
That is my philosophy. So I just want to focus on wholesale. I don't want to compete against my own customer.
Yeah.
In what area? I choose the passive infrastructure. Passive infrastructure means like fibre optics, like tower, like poles, which is no power there, no electrical power, just a passive infrastructure. So that is how I started the company until today, 2011. I got the license from MCMC, and then today is 13 years since I got the license. But it was very hard to develop, to grow the company, because dealing with the passive infrastructure, you need a lot of money, and I don't have. So we had to make do with whatever we have, grow a small scale. That's what happened. Okay, so that is the story of me and MY.NeuTrans.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Very short way, but there's a lot of issues, challenges in the process.
Yeah, it's a very interesting journey, and you have a very clear target. And the company now offers various dark fiber solutions, such as Data Center Connect, Enterprise Connect, and the Residential Connect. Can you brief us on what is dark fiber and how do these solutions cater to the diverse needs of your customers?
Okay, dark fiber is something that is quite new. I show you the fiber. This is a cable, the fiber cable. Inside there is a small strands like hair. Oh. Can you see that?
Yeah, they have different colors.
Fiber strand, or called fiber core. When you put them together, we call it cable.
Yeah.
Okay? So what is dark fiber? Dark fiber is, actually this is what you need to use in telecommunications. The dark fiber means it's not lighted. There's no laser that pass through it. When normally people use their own laser equipment to pump in laser beam through the fiber, and you modulate the laser with a signal to send the data. Okay, that's how you send the data through the laser, through the fiber. And the data can be 1 megabits or 1 gigabits or 1 terabit. Okay, that depends on your equipment. There is major difference between the fiber where you control your own bandwidth. It depends on your own equipment. All right. While if you lease a bandwidth from a telco, you are stuck with that bandwidth. It's 1 megabits or 1 gigabits or 10 gigabits, it depends. So the price depends on how many gigabit, what is the bandwidth. But the fiber, there is only one price. The dark fiber itself, the strand itself. The equipment is your own. The bandwidth is your own. You create your own bandwidth.
Really?
Yes. So that make a lot of difference between the dark fiber and the normal bandwidth over fiber. Okay. But a lot of people don't understand these portions. Because one is that fiber is not offered generally to the users. And they are offered normally is the bandwidth. So in our case, we have significant infrastructure, fiber infrastructure in Cyberjaya currently, and we are still expanding. In Cyberjaya itself, we have infrastructure almost 80% of Cyberjaya we are covered. Right?
Thank you. And the company has fiber networks in Cyberjaya, Bandar Songway, and also from Cyberjaya to Kota, Warison. And like your current focus is developing a fiber network in Cyberjaya. And could you share insights on the importance of expanding the fiber network in Cyberjaya?
Okay, we have a special case in Cyberjaya because we are selected by the authority to allow us to dig the roads to install the fiber. Currently, there is only 3 providers are given that right. Before, it was almost unlimited, so anybody can apply. But the authority has no more space on the roads, so they have to select one. Okay, to do the further construction works. And we are the only one who can offer dark fiber. The other companies don't have a lot of dark fiber, but they don't offer that to customers. They use that for themselves. Okay, so we are given this right in Cyberjaya, so we are using that right to fulfill the needs of the users in Cyberjaya. So whenever there is a demand, okay, the request, we normally fulfill it. We cannot reject the customer's request. So we are basically given the trust to deliver the service. So it is important for us to grow in Cyberjaya, because in Cyberjaya also they have a lot of new data centers, new business and so on, which require a lot of bandwidth. All right.
I see a lot of data centers and other companies in this like cyber hub. And they are offering very reliable services to your customers. And the company is committed to, as you just mentioned, providing wholesale services and not offering retail services to your end users. And how does this commitment benefit your customers?
Okay, I used to run an internet service company. So I used to lease the infrastructure from another party because I don't have infrastructure. And the other party happened to be my competitor. So I leased the infrastructure from them. They know my cost, and yet I have to compete against them. So that to me is a not right way to run a business fairly there. So I believe in fair competition. It's not just competition, but it must be fair. So that's why I think that I elect to be a wholesaler, not the retailer. Let my customers do the retail business, and I'm not going to fight against them. They should be my partner to expand the business. So that is my philosophy in that part.
Yes. Just partners, not competitors.
Yeah, it's a partners. Our customers are partners.
Yeah. And what market trends and the customer behaviors do you think will have the most significant impact on your business in the coming years?
Okay, first, most of the customers are not aware of the existence of dark fiber.
Yeah.
They don't understand that there's so-called dark fiber, except the data center. Data center understanding or requirement for dark fiber is growing very rapidly.
Yeah.
But for the enterprise, for the other business, they still don't understand about the advantage of dark fiber. They still do not know there is such an offer of dark fiber from us. So we feel that these are a new realization by the customers about our existence, our offering of dark fiber. So I think that will stimulate the growth of the fiber requirements, not just in Cyberjaya, in other places too. All right. And data center is the one that is a catalyst to grow the requirements for dark fiber. And once data center, sometimes they need 100,000 of fiber core.
Yeah.
It's not just one or two. But for enterprise, they just need two. But data center, sometimes they demand a few 100,000 of this core. All right?
Yeah.
So I believe that once the enterprise and the users realize the availability of dark fiber, the business, the demands will continue to grow.
All right, this is very informative, and today we're going to end our interview here. Thank you very much.
Okay.